Selamat sore semuanya. Seperti yang tadi Mas Adi bilang, sesi yang paling challenging karena terakhir. Jadi kita coba wrap dengan cepat, semoga bisa dapat insight-nya yang sesuai dengan keinginan teman-teman semua. So first of all, the topic will be storytelling revolution, bridging the gap between content and consumer. So in the past few years, I believe all the marketers always hear that content is king. But yet, because of that, consumers see more content than ever, and yet very little of it earns their attention. So this session, I would like to discuss on how actually leading brands are closing the distance between what they produce and what consumers value. So on the stage, I'm having Mbak Angel dari Java, as well as Mas Esa dari Frisian Flag. So as well, before I'm starting the discussion, apologies to the non-Indonesian speaker. We will conduct the session in bahasa. Jadi seperti tadi pembukaannya saya sempat mengatakan bahwa consumer itu sekarang itu semakin banyak terekspos dengan konten-konten more than ever gitu kan. Tapi sangat jarang sekarang yang bisa mendapatkan attention dari users itu sendiri gitu, attention yang genuine gitu. Nah dari sisi both brands gitu kan, dari Frisian Flag dan Java, dari titik pandang kalian apa perubahan-perubahan fundamental yang terjadi di consumer saat ini, di audience saat ini, dan bagaimana perubahan itu merubah titik pandang dan cara Anda mengambil keputusan gitu. Mungkin bisa dimulai dari Mas Esa.
Oke. Mungkin aku izin mix sedikit kali ya, biar nggak terlalu bosan.
Mix boleh, campur-campur.
Iya, mungkin related to the topics gitu ya. I think from my side, I think like I don't think like people have a less attentions gitu towards the content. But then I think based on the previous sessions juga kita lihat ada juga brand yang can produce content in 1,000 for a month gitu kan. Jadi lumayan banyak. Jadi I believe the consumers has more selective towards the content that they much deserve to watch. Jadi I think that is the key points. Because kalau dilihat mungkin boleh dibuka slide-nya. The slide itself juga bisa lihat kalau attention itu masih gede banget. Hours-nya masih tinggi. Dan their attentions towards what they are looking for tuh juga masih pretty much very high in finding informations gitu. Jadi aku lihat sih not less attentions, but then definitely so many contents that they watch gitu ya. Nah, I think when they see the content, right? I think what is also important for them is always the questions whether it's relevant for them, right? If it's relevant, definitely they will watch it or they will consume the content. But then if it's not, then they will just swipe away, right? So I think because of the options is so many, so I think it's very logic that we need to get also their attentions. Then I think that's why, related to the topics where storytelling can be no longer as created as creative outputs. So I think like it needs to be a part of the strategic functions that starts with understanding the consumer itself. Because if you don't understand them, then how come we can get their attentions, right? So I think and also understand their needs, also reflects towards the context. So I think that also the moment that matters the most. So I think in our reflections, right, in Frisian Flag, our purpose is nourishing Indonesian families because we are sitting at the dairy category, like nutrition categories as well. So that means, right, our stories cannot be only about talking like a simple nutrition, but also like a narrative that is a real family moments. So I think that always be an anchor of whatever our campaign that we are proposing. So I think one of the example that I showcase here, right? So it's related to our Ramadan campaign. I think on this, because we have a very different portfolio built. So we have sweet condensed milk. We have also ready to drink milk as well. Or even we also have a growing up milk on powder category as well. So we build one narrative for a different moments, even though we are talking to the same moms, but then we are giving them an opportunity of enjoying the specific and different moments as well. So I think on this one, we are not telling only one stories across platforms, but then we do it on the different moments. For example, like from sahur to also like berbuka puasa or even mudik. So we do it on a very contextualized on that one. So I think for closing on the first questions, for me, great storytelling is never be about creating more content. So it always depends on creating more relevance and how we also as a brand can tap in and resonate towards the insights as well. So I think that's cover a part. Yeah.
Oke, thank you Mas Esa. Jadi teman-teman dari Mas Esa dari Vision Flag punya banyak kategori. Si storytelling itu yang terpenting tidak hanya story aja, tapi ada relevance juga. Nah mungkin dari Mbak Angel sendiri ada tambahan, setuju atau ada tambahan?
Okay, thank you. Actually, Mas Esa already answer everything ya. Selamat sore dulu dong, jangan sepi-sepi amat gitu ya. Okay, they are not saving the best for the last, but they are maybe saving the craziest for the last ya. Jadi kita santai aja teman-teman. Okay, I totally agree what just Mas Esa answer, tapi maybe a little bit different in my case gitu ya. So as business unit head in Java, content itu is not just making something creative enough, relevant enough. Because one of my KPI is not only digital metrics when I put my content into ads, but also PNL. PNL does matter. So for us, content is not just only make people see or hear about us, but they need to do an action, follow up after that. Jadi buat kami, buat aku pribadi di Java Food, content job itu simple teman-teman. Content job itu harus bisa bikin make the first nugget bites for my target audience or my consumer happens. I mean like it's not just being creative or get the most creative award for my content, but for sure I do want it. I do want the awards. But I mean like the challenge for me is not only being relevant, being creative, tapi gimana we need to inject the product knowledge. We need to inject the juiciness of our nugget, the meatiness on our nugget, so we can make people at that moment udah ngiler, udah drooling to drive action. Because a successful content for us, meaning like you can drive new trialists and you can drive more repeat J's. Thank you.
Thank you, Mbak Angel. Nah, kalau kita gali lebih dalam lagi dari not only being relevant, tapi juga on point untuk addressing dan answering si bisnis objektifnya. Nah, aku sekarang balik ke Mas Esa untuk lebih dalam. Vision Flag itu kan kita tahu memang operate-nya di kategori yang spesifik di dairy, di nutrisi gitu kan. Sebuah kategori yang antara fungsional sama emosional decision itu harus berdampingan gitu. Nah, dalam kondisi itu bagaimana Vision Flag dan Mas Esa menggunakan data-data sinyal dari audience, dari target marketnya untuk membuat keputusan, membuat storytelling yang nggak hanya cuma kreatif kayak tadi Mas Esa bilang, tapi juga dekat dengan ke si brandnya.
Okay, I think like the first echoing statement that I want to bring up adalah again it always be back towards our purpose of the companies, right? Which is helping like nourishing Indonesian families. I think like the storytelling has to do more than only like, communicate the product benefit. Because I think some of brands definitely will be trapped towards like very communicating hardly on the product benefit and what is, the goodness of the product. But then I think what really matters at the end of the day, it's whether it's also relevant, whether it's also a real moments of the families that we capture as a brand to our consumers, right? Because we just simply cannot say, for example, we have these ingredients, we have this good stuff, because there's so many brands out there as well that communicating the same way. But then how to make sure like that kinds of considerations is a part of real things that, consumers really wants to see. So I think on this one, right, for us, we do a lot on how we see the digital signals. So we are exploring like search trends, we do like social listenings, we do like the audience insight wherever like we have campaigns to see like what is relevant for them. Because saying relevant is easy, right? But then like make it like as in the real impacts towards the, communications build up is something that is also a bit tricky. So I think we always crawling towards this signal that we have, whether it's coming from an internal data from our CRM, for example, or for our own asset, but then we also working with our agencies partner to get this. But then I think like the second ones, right, related to what is the actual situations for us in building like these to comes alive, right? So I think like again on Ramadan, we do like not only about branded definitely, because I think branded native is something is everyone will always comes to a part. But then like we know like these two will have their own role in creating those real moments for the families, right? So I think that kinds of part that we feel it's also important for us to be tapped. But then I think like when we see Ramadan, it's not only about like how we are be resonate with the seasons as well, but then it's always see on how families are looking for ways to keep their loved ones is healthy, right? To make it strong, to, face the fasting period. And also like, be together throughout the throughout the months. Because I think like Ramadan will always be part of where it's very different with the other months. And it's always be a special in every kinds of Ramadan season. Then like I think the last one, we can see, right, on when we do this all, most of the relevance, we keep all the product benefits there, but then like we do it and we deliver it different way, right? So it's not only about the engagement, also what Angel said, right? It's never be about like only digital metrics or whether it's reach, whether it's a sufficiency, whether it's a VTR. But then it's always beyond that on how we connect on the media metrics towards like all our brand lift, for example, or our demand power. Whether our penetrations are growing during the campaigns. And also like ultimately it's the tangible business results. So I think that part, I would say my closing would be like when every story rooted in the real consumer insight, right? We are not just simply marketing our products, but then we are delivering our purpose. So I think that's the ambitions. Yeah.
Oke, thank you Mas Esa. Nah, melanjutkan lagi tadi dari jawabannya Mas Esa, balik ke Mbak Angel. Tadi kan sempat dibilang bahwa berbeda dengan kategori Vision Flag, kalau kita melihat Java itu lebih high competition gitu kan, high frequency. Dan keputusan itu kalau tadi di Mas Esa ada koeksis antara functional dan emotional. Kalau aku tadi melihat dari jawaban Mbak Angel yang pas di awal, si storytelling itu tidak hanya berhenti di attention gitu, tapi juga harus menghasilkan sesuatu yang impacting ke bisnis gitu. Nah, apa yang sudah dilakukan oleh Java dan oleh Mbak Angel untuk storytelling ini bahwa dia harus go beyond awareness, dia harus go beyond attention.
Okay, so in my case, boleh ke slide, content should become a distribution. Jadi I give you a very simple case study. So frozen market actually in Indonesia is declining, teman-teman. Ya, the market stagnant, and after all we are selling nugget. Nugget is just like family staple food, a product that we grow up with. But as consumer, of course kita boring lah makan nugget tiap hari gitu ya. Jadi what we are trying to do adalah kita itu bikinlah nugget baru nih teman-teman, mac and cheese nugget. So we combine chicken, macaroni, and also cheese at same product gitu. Nah seperti yang tadi Mas Arthur bilang, kalau di kami itu agak beda. Jadi kita nggak cukup tuh bikin creative storytelling atau riding on an occasion gitu ya, misalkan nobar atau apapun. Tapi bagaimana we inject our product knowledge like that, the mac cheese, the chewiness, the juiciness, the cheesy on it in our content or creative storytelling itself. Nah, jadi di sini mungkin beda. Kalau dulu loopnya adalah dari awareness ke consideration ke conversion. Tapi kalau kategori kayak kami, itu orang even nggak consider lagi. Mereka just take and grab whatever on the shelf gitu. Makanya konten kita itu nggak cukup cuma we put on digital. We created a content and then we put digital, we use KOL. Doesn't stop there. It should be like a loop that we can approach that can we continue the content not only in digital ads or via KOL, but we also in another touch point. For example, we do Car Free Day, we do MRT branding, and since sensory matters, we also connect the storytelling with the sampling. So, itu bisa create trials and create repeat. Because whatever I do, I need to reflect back on my P&L. Kurang lebih sih seperti itu. Jadi storytelling doesn't stop on how we create the content and we put on digital, but how we leverage it to another touch point.
Oke, got it. Nah, pertanyaan terakhir nih penutup. Jadi pada saat kita membuat storytelling tersebut, storytelling kan ujung-ujungnya akan seperti tadi di sesi-sesi awal di pagi hari, how to win consumer trust. Gimana kita si message yang kita sampaikan dalam bentuk storytelling itu bisa memenangkan trust si viewer, si audience, si target market. Nah dari sisi kalian nih, mungkin dari Mas Esa dulu, sebagai leadership di dalam campaign marketing, apa yang komitmen yang Anda akan lakukan untuk meyakinkan bahwa message tersebut sampai ke user, ke consumer?
Okay. I think the commitment is very simple, but then I think it's hard to commit that way, definitely, right? So I think what we have, right, in Vision Flag, I think we need to ensure every stories we tell, earns the trust of Indonesians family. So I think that's always be the ambitions. So it's never be about only getting their attention. So I think wherever we do all the discussions, brainstorming sessions with our agency, it always be how we make sure every stories we tell that it earns the trust. So I think that's the one is matter for us. But then I think for Vision Flag, because we are one very, I would say it's been in the country for more than 100 years. And it's one single brand names we on the different portfolio. So we also have a privilege, right, of being a part of their family everyday lives as well. So I think that means a piece of content for us. It's always be about how we educate them, and also giving the inspirations for them. And then ultimately it's also genuinely helping the consumers as well. So I think that's the first stop. The second part also relating to how if we continue to create stories, right? That also relevant, credible, right? And also to rooted on the real family needs. I think what's also later create the importance of the consumers is also trust will also grow. So does also the ability to fulfill our purpose, right? Which is the nourishing Indonesian families. So I think that's where we see how naturally trust can grow with brands and also with consumers, because we are capturing what they really want and what they really needs also in the brands as well. Yeah.
Okay. Kalau dari Mbak Angel, gimana komitmennya untuk tidak hanya sampai ke user message-nya, tapi juga meaningful untuk mereka?
Oke, pretty much same lah, similar lah ke Mas Esa. Tapi tahukah teman-teman kalau Indonesian protein consumption is very low. So one of our mission at Java Food is to increase the consumption of protein of Indonesian. So we want to create content that will never lie to our consumer. We will always make sure that our product can prove it, and there's there's a bigger mission, not only selling our product, but how we can together increase the protein consumption for Indonesia, for better generation as well. Karena buat aku, when the first bite happens, when our consumer, Indonesian people try our product, it means that's the marketing role already stopped. And it can create trust for the consumer. Thank you, Mas.
Okay. So I think for the closing summary, thank you Mas Esa, Mbak Angel for the insight. I believe with all the marketers out there, you may have different strategies, different application, different approach. But I believe the underlining factor would be what Mas Esa and Mbak Angel share. In order for us to bridge the content with the consumer, the storytelling has to be authentic, has to be relevant. Only by then we can actually gain trust from the consumer, and only by gaining trust from the consumer it can be meaningful to them. And it's not stopped there. Special case sharing by Angel. It has to go beyond the relevance, the meaningfulness. It has to go to the business objective by the end of the day. It has to bring positive impact to the business itself. Okay. With that, thank you, Angel, Mas Esa. Thank you for the audience.
Thank you everyone for
Thank you
staying.
everyone.